Recently, Fortnite decided to change V-Bucks forever, and this is honestly one of the best changes I think they've ever done for the game in a very long time. So in this video, I wanted to talk about the exact amount feature that was just recently added into Fortnite, and also another thing that actually happened with V-Bucks as well. Let me know down below in the comments section, what do you guys think about this change? And also make sure to drop a like on the video if you guys happen to enjoy the content as well. Also, consider using my support carry code, which is Mino5, that is MINO5 in the Fortnite item shop. It helps out a lot. But without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So over a month ago, we actually found out that Epic was going to be making a huge change to V-Bucks, and essentially how you would actually purchase an item within the item shop with said V-Bucks. So originally, let's say if you wanted to get an item shop emote that was only 500 V-Bucks and you had 0 V-Bucks. Originally what would happen is that you would actually go into the item shop and buy one of 4 different bundles of V-Bucks that were currently available, ranging from 1,000 V-Bucks to 13,500, meaning that at the end of the day, you're pretty much guaranteed to have leftover V-Bucks, which a lot of people surprisingly didn't like that. But it was true. There were people out there that only wanted to get one thing and they were pretty much forced into buying the 1,000 V-Buck bundle, or sometimes even the 2,800 V-Buck bundle. Well, in this most recent update, Epic has fully changed this, so that means now you can actually buy any item in the item shop right now with the exact amount of V-Bucks. I'll show you a couple of examples. So let's say for me, for example here, I could get the Shaggy and Scooby bundle, which is 3,400 V-Bucks. As you can see, I don't have enough for that bundle. So if I go over and click on the bundle, and then I also click on the get V-Bucks, it'll actually show up with a brand new prompt that actually says the exact amount, which will pretty much show, obviously, the exact amount for a discounted price. So in this instance, it is 2,200 V-Bucks. Or hell, let's say if I wanted to get one random skin in the item shop, that was like 1,500 V-Bucks. Since I have 1,200 V-Bucks currently, that means I need an extra 300. Normally, I would have to go out of my way to buy 1,000 more V-Bucks. But because of this new system that they implemented, I can go over to the skin that I want, click on it, and it will actually show the exact amount of V-Bucks that I need to then purchase that item. As you can see, 300 more V-Bucks for a very cheap price. And in my opinion, this is a really awesome change that they decided to do here, and an awesome new thing that they added into the game, because now people can actually go out of their way to buy the exact things that they want inside the item shop without having to buy like the big V-Buck bundles anymore, which in my opinion is absolutely great. And I think this is definitely going to be an overall positive change for the game going forward here. Now, what about the other thing that happened to V-Bucks, which I alluded to at the very beginning of this video? Well, it actually has to do with Save the World, and the main reason to why this change essentially happened. You see, in Save the World, you can pretty much get a very weird range of V-Bucks. It's been like this for years. I'm pretty sure it's like 25 to like 130 V-Bucks. This meant that at some points, especially for people who do play Save the World and have Founders Edition like myself, you essentially come out of that game mode with a very odd amount of V-Bucks. So this system hasn't really been anything new, but it has made it a bit awkward in terms of grinding out V-Bucks. Well, not anymore, because they actually decided to go ahead and buff V-Bucks inside of Save the World, basically making them range from 50 to 150 V-Bucks depending on the kind of challenge that you have. So let's say for a normal daily challenge, inside of here, it can go from 100 V-Bucks to 150. Again, just depends on the kind of challenge that you do get from the dailies. And then those side quests will also give you about 50 V-Bucks. But this was the main reason to why V-Bucks were changed to begin with, and why we have this new exact amount feature in here, was probably due to the fact that Save the World was producing very, very strange numbers in terms of V-Bucks, making it pretty awkward for people to actually go out of their way to purchase V-Bucks, or even not really get the chance to get those cosmetics anymore, because, well, you'd have to go out and buy the 1,000 V-Buck bundles, or just grind Save the World for the next week, and hopefully that item that you wanted to get in the item shop is still there. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, the changes to V-Bucks that Epic has done as of lately are actually really good and really solid, and honestly very long overdue. I was really hoping that we would see a system like this be implemented into this game, because in my opinion, I think it definitely deserved it. Plus, I love the fact that they did this with Save the World as well, by buffing the V-Bucks, not nerfing the V-Bucks, but buffing them. This makes it more an incentive for me to actually go and play Save the World, because for context, I only play Save the World for the V-Bucks. I could care less if I grind out the game mode or whatnot, because I'm not really interested in Save the World in that regard. And I think that overall, this is a fantastic change to the game, and I think this is definitely going to be very helpful for players and for people who do want to get stuff in Fortnite. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, AKMX account. Also, don't forget to use my support code within the Fortnite item shop. That's Mino5, that's MINO5, please and thank you. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.